is Pamela Norton-Bryant, and I've been a member of St. Patrick's from the beginning. And going to church every Sunday was kind of the social thing to do. So we did. I can remember sitting there and thinking, feeling this big hole inside of me. And they would be up there preaching, and it just didn't connect to me at all. I started going, we had moved to Fresno, and I was going to a church again because it was kind of the social thing to do, but they had a very good youth program, and I think that was the very first place that I heard the gospel. So it was a non-denominational church, and there was an altar call every Sunday, and kind of felt my heart tugging until one Sunday I couldn't stay there anymore. I had to go forward. That really changed my whole life. The liturgy. There were times in my life when my whole world shattered and came apart, and things were totally chaotic. But I could come every Sunday morning, and the service would be the same. There would be that rhythm, and the music and the prayers, and I desperately needed those arms of the liturgy to wrap around me. Growing up, when I was living with my parents, that was something that they just never talked about. But you have to understand, I never even knew how old my parents were, because that was just something that was none of my business. So even as a young believer, it didn't really grab hold of me. I mean, there was times I gave, but there wasn't that consistent giving. But then when things shattered and fell apart, and I literally had nothing. I was left with $16. Some people helped me. There was a church that brought me Thanksgiving turkey and stuff one year, and I was just surrounded by some very generous people, and that really ministered not only to my heart and my physical needs, but just to my whole being. It is a joy. I can hear of some needs, and maybe I can't meet all of the need, but I can be a small part of it. And that's what makes us a body, to listen and to help each other. It just adds a joy to doing the rest of the bills, because when I do that, everything else falls into place. And that's God. That's God, because sometimes the numbers aren't supposed to add up, but that's God and His faithfulness. I just started with something that I knew was going to be achievable, but was still going to be a bit of a stretch. Just do it. And it's such a blessing. It's such a blessing. There's joy and there's peace. Just start doing it and be consistent no matter what. And then God will increase your faith and increase your giving.